Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Bridgewater. This is our city of superblocks, which means we're kind of have been creating a series of 9 or 3x3 blocks, which here's an example. Linden Acres, I guess. We have this park in the middle, and we have all these blocks around. And inside you've got walking paths, outside you've got the cars. So basically we're trying to push all the cars away from the living spaces, and we're trying to make a very pedestrian friendly city. And so you can see we're succeeding. I think we are winning. And are we winning with the traffic? I don't know. That's something we're going to work on in another episode. And we've got to also work on some of this death care / healthcare issues, but it's not critical yet, so we're going to get there. Now, last episode we built this road layout for our new downtown, and the kind of vibe I was going for was old medieval road layout meets updated city planned arterials and whatnot. So you're going to see a mix of all these like jaggedy roads up here, the winding roads, and the straight through arterials that maybe they put in the 50s or the 60s to sort of make it look modern. But right now, this episode is all about building the towers. So we want to have a skyline. Right now, our tallest buildings are kind of not that tall. So we're going to build a proper downtown. Now, we're not going to put in the most massive buildings today. Those are a little bit too excessive for what we're trying to do here. We're trying to gradually grow this city. But at this point, I do want to put in some of the skyscrapers, some of the taller buildings, just not the extreme tall ones. So let's just get started. And I'm going to look at my my Canva shot that I created over here, and we're going to look at which towers need to go in first. We're going to start with Bell Creek, which is it's kind of a more modern tower, but I think it's going to fit extremely well in here because, hey, I actually planned it to fit exactly in here. So there we go. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade that one right away with this police station. It has 35 patrol cars, 48 jail capacity, and it actually adds another building. So not sure that would all be police in there, but we definitely needed a downtown police station, and we got it right off the bat. So there we go. And I'm just going to move it to slide this over just ever so slightly to the left here so that it's not quite clipping into the roundabout. It is a little bit, but I'm going to say that's fair, and we're going to leave it as is. Now, on the opposite side here, I want to put in a new hospital. We need our hospital. And so we're going to go in and select, actually let's go in this way. We want a big one because this is downtown. And I'm not in the right menu, am I? So we got to go over to hospitals. We're going with the USA Southwest Central Hospital, which has 30 ambulances and 1,000 patient capacity. And we're going to slide that right on the opposite side of the park, but it's not quite fitting in the middle, so we're going to take all of our snaps off and try to get it right in the middle so that it's centered. And what about taking the grass and spreading that out? Should we do that? Yeah, let's take our surfaces here, and we'll pull this right to the corner. And this way it kind of looks like it's all one seamless piece. And I think that'll look pretty great. Yes, we will. Now, I suspect I may need to move this road on the left. And the reason being is because we're putting in another, oops, I just deleted the whole surface there. We're putting in another building below here called the finance term. Let's see if we can actually fit that in and see if it can squeeze in here properly. Yeah, so it's just a little too tight there, which means I want to scooch the road over just a little bit. And if I use move it and take these two nodes, is there a third one? No. It's going to break things. It's going to break this road, Cranberry Street up top here, but I think that's okay. I just want to move this ever so slightly till we have enough room down town there. And I think that's good. We don't need excessive room. And then, unfortunately, we're going to have to just rebuild the Cranberry Street. Let's see if hopefully I don't need to do anything with the quay walls or the level of the land down there. If we use our simple curve, I think we can get right in there. And of course, we need our this snap-on. We need this one off. And then we're going to try to pull right in. And that should be keyed. Yes, it is. And we just made a little bit of not a mistake, but we just have the ground popping up here. So we'll go down to 40, right click, and we'll just smooth that a bit. Okay. And then up top here, is that actually okay? It's okay. All right, and now let's check if this hospital's still in the middle here. Did we get it right in the middle? We probably have to relocate it. Oh yeah, now that's slightly even more perfect. So now I can say 2 squares on each side and 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom. So there we go. Now, did we lose our grass? Not really. And we have this fence here. I don't know. Should we take it out? No, we probably leave it in because it is a hospital that needs a fence around it. We don't want people just willy-nilly running about. Or do we want to take it out? Nah, screw it. Let's take it out. And we don't want the surfaces. We want the sub-elements. And so we'll take all these out. Can that one stay? Sure, that's a barrier for something. All right, and now we can take our grass and pull this all the way out. And it's going to look pretty great, I would say. Now, is that a way in? Yes, this is a way in, so we need to actually pull this out to make it look like it's a road. Something that the ambulances are going to drive on. And I wonder, do I want to just pull this out? I think I do. Yeah, that looks beautiful. We'll just go along, we'll pull the grass all the way out. It's coming together. And this is one technique that you can use to make your buildings look like they actually fit snugly into the block that you have. So I think that looks a lot better. Fantastic. And then there's one asset that I just had to put in here because of the sight lines from the train station and from the park. We're putting the Grand Hotel. Now this one's actually a little tight in here, which I did not really anticipate. I guess I didn't leave enough height on this block, but that's okay. I'm sure we can fit it in. So let's take our bulldozer, better bulldozer tool, and let's just take the hedges off. And I think that should give us exactly what we want. Okay. Yeah, it looks great. So now we've got these buildings that kind of look a little bit aesthetically similar. Perhaps they were built at the same time. Of course, Bell Creek is standing out like a sore thumb compared, but that's okay. I don't really care. You can't be perfect, right? You can't have everything look exactly the same. It's not Prague. Okay, let's get in another one, which is multi-story media. And this is a true office building, and I think it kind of looks like it's going to fit the aesthetic of this area. That, with the Grand Hotel, seems to me like a very perfect aesthetic fit, so we're keeping it. And then what are we going to do back in this little wedge of space? We're going to put something that doesn't look at all like that. We're going to put in the waterfall array. And why are we doing this? Because I like it. And this one's going to have to slide sideways in order to fit. Is it even going to fit? Yes, if we're really careful and we just move it a bit, and maybe I'll just place it. Oops, what did I do? I clicked M for move it. If I push T, now that'll turn off my snaps because I hard-coded that. Okay, and how does that look? Yeah, pretty cool. Are any of these other buildings upgradable? Let's see. The hospital, We have a ambulance bay west. Yes, that gives us another helicopter there. And we have ambulance bay east. And now we have 2 helicopters in this city. And look, they're already, one of them's taken off, which is pretty cool. Of course, I had to push play to get that to work. Any upgrades here? No. Any on the hotel? No. Any on waterfall? No. Oh, plus 2% office efficiency citywide, plus 5 interest in university, plus 1 university graduation chance, and plus 5 well-being. We need to get a university into this city, which actually we're going to do in this episode. Not a fancy, huge campus, but a downtown university that will at least take care of some of the demand. And there are no upgrades on Waterfall Array, so that we are solid. Finance term, no upgrades. Okay, and now we have the makings of a respectable, conservative downtown. What else do we want to get in here? Let's take a look at this block over here. And I know there's one that fits perfectly because I made it that way. Emerald Towers. And we can squeeze this right in here. I want to go as close as I can to the Sunnyside Street, and while still maintaining a bit of space, I want to get maybe off the road a touch without losing my road access. And there we go. Beautiful. Upgrades? Don't mind if I do. There's, I believe, yes, an elementary school. So we can plop that on top there. And now we have our first elementary school in the downtown with a capacity of 2,500 students. That's pretty huge. And we'll take it. Next door here, I'm not going to be shy about packing these in. We're not going to have them wall to wall all across the downtown, but we will have some of them tight because, hey, in reality, real estate is expensive and people build things close to each other. And if I own the plot next door, I'm not going to say boo about building a tower right next to your tower. So there. Great. And hey, while we're on the track of putting things tightly together, let's add in another beautiful building, which is, I can't even really spell it. Shiranui? Shiranui? I think it's Japanese. This is the Shiranui Shimbun head office. And this is going to fit nicely in here. But there's something else I want to do first. I'd like to extend this road for a little bit. Not that it's terribly functional, but it will serve a purpose. And let's go that distance. And I don't want to waste any of this. We don't have real access to this plot of land because we have the Fieldstone Street is what do you call that? It's got a wall on the side of it. Oh my god, I'm losing my brain with what that's actually called. And we can't see the road marking, so I'm just going to go page down, page up to get those back with Move It. But where was I? Parking. Let's go into find the one of the Netherlands parking garages, which fits in here actually perfect. The large undercroft parking. Come on, snap to that road, please. Hello, there you go. So if we put that, I think we're just going to move it a little tighter to the, I just don't want to get too close to the train tracks there, but that should be fine. Okay. And then we've got 205 parked vehicles to get in there. And we're losing a touch of this land here, but that's, what can you do? What can you do? Let's get the steel building in. No, Shiranui Shimbun is what it's called. And we'll snap. And I'm going to move it just a little bit off the front of that undercroft parking. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna sort of integrate it. These buildings are now integrated. And let's see, can I paint something? Does this have... It's not paintable. Oh, that's too bad. But I think this one is. So, what can we do? We can actually make this close to white. Yeah, there. Now, look at that. Kind of looks like it even belongs. Now, I don't like the color of the roof. Let's go... Is that the roof one? No, I'm not using the roof there. I don't know what I'm changing, but we'll make it white. And then hopefully this last one is the roof. Yes. And we can make it a nice shade of Not black, but maybe gray. Okay, and actually, now that looks like an integrated parking with tower. Okay, loving this. Coming together. What's next? Right across this street here, we're going to put in the Seaworth building. This one's actually just gorgeous. And it's going to need to sneak in that way, so just have to, because my road layout, my zones are not quite perfect, we're going to manually place it. But it turns out that that fits exactly perfectly. So there we go. Can we upgrade any of these other ones? The steel building? No. Shiranui? No. Seaworth? Yes. What can we put in here? Oh, a city hall, which is going to give us minus 5% city service import costs citywide and minus 8% city service base upkeep. Okay, that's going to be great for our budget. And it adds a whole nother tower onto the side, which is really cool, and I love that. Great. Do I want to flip this building around? I almost do, but I might see if I can leave it. What I will do here in this remaining section here, I don't want to block the view to the train station. It's too beautiful. So we're going to leave the view just a little bit. And so if we come into the parks, and we get I think it's a medium, no, is it small size? I'm looking for the terrace park. Oh, where is that? Bouncy Castle, Terrace Plaza. That's what I'm looking for. And we'll stick this. Yeah, I kind of want to manually place it so that it's midway between everything. And now that should, yes, it should give us this connected pavement. And we can actually do a thing that won't actually function in reality, but we can make this look like it's actually connected all the way to that building. And then, hey, is that perfect or what? Could we have designed that any better? It's perfect. And it even lines up with the tram roadway. Okay, amazing, I love it. And then we're gonna take this motif and kind of custom build a park on the other side, but we're gonna come at that later because I don't want to get into a whole ton of detailing just right now. So what do we have next? Aha, yes. Let's come down to this block and do a little bit more building. So what do we want? We want the activity plaza. This is obviously not a tower, but I like it so much that it just has to go in here. It's going to be really a cool asset for the downtown, and we're going to try and sneak it even closer to the main road here. If I go right to each of these sidewalks, will it cause a problem? No. I think that looks fine, even though it's jutting right out into the... we're going to have to delete this lamppost, though. And is that going to delete all of them? No. So that's fine. Great. Now, we're going to need to put in another building beside it, but it's going to need to go on a separate road to get it oriented the way I want. And I think we want this to be... I want it to be a pedestrian street, and I want it to be a small one. And I wonder if this is going to be lined up perfect 90. Yes, it is. Okay. So we'll leave that. That's our pedestrian street. I do not want all these crosswalks, though, so we're coming in and we're removing that. And we're going to remove the left turn lane as well, actually. We don't need them on this side either. That's not a real important road. And I wonder, should I disallow the left turn, or should I can actually downgrade this to a 6-lane road now. I wonder if that, that doesn't break anything. It looks fine to me. Good, so if we do that, and then we come in with our no left turn, that fixes everything quite nicely, and It's leaving parking here. I don't really want parking on an arterial, so what we're going to do is use the grass. And that should tighten things up. We can't forget our trees, of course. And now we've got 3 lanes going to 4 for the turn lane, and the 3 lanes on the other side maintained, which I think looks pretty stellar. I don't love that it kind of jogs a little bit, but that does happen in real life. It's okay. We're leaving it. And we're going to say that's exactly what we want, because it is. Now, I have a small problem that I've noticed just as I was messing around with this before I got in here. We have put this Olive Street in the wrong place because we're trying to get Docklands Tower in here. No, we're trying to get Lighthouse Point in here. Point, I think with an E. And so I want that scooched on that road, but it's 2 tiles too wide. So I want to come in and actually move this road. Can I pause? No. Just everything's so still. So we're moving this road over 2 segments, and I don't want to forget where I am, so I think if I just take this road out, and I'm sorry streetcar, but okay, no, I'm not sorry. I'm gonna let him go, and then we're gonna pause it so that we don't break all the streetcar stuff, and then we'll come and we'll move it over 2 segments. That road there. Yeah, so it was here, so we're going here all the way across. We don't need that. And then we'll come, same thing, all the way. I'm gonna just do this in phases so that, because we have some grading here. And I wanna check, how did we do for grading? Looks fine to me. Looks pretty good. Something looking wonky here. This road's dropping down a little bit, it seems. So we'll just take it right out. There's an extra node there anyway. We want to do it right, and we'll get our 4-lane back, and I'm going to turn on slope so that it will automatically give me a nicely sloped road. So it's such a habit of turning those snaps off. How did that do? It's still jogging down, isn't it? Very strange. So let's, maybe it's this road that is causing the jog. Let's take a look at the terrain. So it looks perfectly fine to me. I don't know why it's jogging down. Let's try again without that road in place. Yeah, that looks much more smooth and straight, and then we got to go back and put our walking road or small pedestrian street. It's probably going to make me do the, yeah, I'm going to have to remove the crosswalks again. That's okay. Pretty easy. And did it screw up my lanes? No, I think that looks perfectly fine. And I want my trees. The trees and the grass are gone because there's a tram stop here. Or there used to be anyway now. I wonder if it's still there. And now we'll have to get our tram line in again. So go to our double line here. And pull this all the way up again. That should do it. There's something up here because I need to rebuild this little segment that is now too wide. We will do that. Do I like this? Yep. Oh, we've maintained. Oh, we lost a stop over here. So let's put the stop in. EU tram stop on this side, kind of in the middle of this block. And let's take this and pull that in there. Good. Let's remove that waypoint. It doesn't need to be there. And I think that should have fixed most of the trams. Now, what road is this? That's just well, anyway, I gotta delete that segment, and I'll have to delete this. Let me just quickly see, what is this? 7-lane asymmetric, so that's fine. It's a standard vanilla road. We're just gonna, no, that's 6. We'll just go into here and get it. Asymmetric 7-lane, straight segment, snaps off. Joink. Will that put us on the right side? Yeah. Okay, that gives us the right number of lanes. And I think, hey, we've actually maintained that left turn, which is perfect. And we didn't need the tram on this road because we're not going that direction. I don't want to gum up this intersection too much. So we'll just run it up through the station here, this custom station. It's not much of a custom station yet, but it will be. And we've got our left turn lanes. Do I want a right turn? Yes, I guess we'll keep that right turn there just for service vehicles and whatnot. We do need some actual way to get to this building here, which let's put it in now. Lighthouse Point should fit snug now. Which way do I want to site it, on that side or this side? No, I think we're going to put it on Emerson Street, in which case I didn't actually need Seabury Street, but I like the way that we have maintained that space in there. Let's keep this running. Good. Okay, and then let's keep going with the big beats. What else do we want to get in? I mentioned Docklands Tower. And if you're wondering, I went into Canva, I took a screenshot of my sandbox, and I just put names on top of every building so that I knew which one I was placing. And I think I want to orient it this way. Yeah. Now that's slightly big for this block. We've got a bit of issues with the grade. Yeah, it's sort of loaded from that side, which I think we can fix with a little bit of move it. But first of all, there's an upgrade here, isn't there? Yes. What is it? Fire station headquarters, 16 fire engines, 3 fire helicopters. That is sick. Okay, so we're definitely wanting a big fire station downtown, and now we've got it. Can I move this a touch down? Do I want it maybe more on this corner? Or do I want to center it? I think we're going to center that in the middle of this block. And then let's see what is happening with the heights. Do we want that to be the same height as there? Wonder if I can just move it down a little bit to make it more reasonable, I was going to say. But I think we want the fire trucks coming at... Yeah, is there any... No, there's not even any other ways to get out on that side. So we're going to just Control Z that. I think that should do it. Are we now level with this? Yes. Okay. Okay, done. It's good. I think we're going to put in one more road in here, though, so I can get the buildings that I want over here. And we'll continue with that one lane, one way small pedestrian street. And we'll do that same thing where we remove the crosswalks. Yeah, great. Okay. And we don't want a left turn here again. There's so much precision in this game, which is good. We like it. That should do it. And now, yeah, I think we just leave it at that. We have an extra node in here. Do we want that node? What does that say? Interesting. Yeah, I think we just leave it. I think, maybe we want this to give ourselves a little bit longer runway for this right turn lane, which actually is a straight and right turn lane. So yeah, we're gonna, oh, I see what's happening here. Yeah, no, that left turn lane should not be with this one. All right, so I'm gonna say too many nodes, and I just want to quickly check, what is this? Custom 8-lane divided road. If I go into my roads here, it's this one. I have 2 for some reason, so we're gonna know it's that one, and we're just going to. Do I have any streetcars running on that road? I don't think I do, so it doesn't matter if I delete the streetcar. We'll come back here to Road Builder. We'll place this, and I'm not sure which way it needs to go, but better start from this end. That's a 180. Yeah, we've got that turned around, unfortunately. So all we need to do is upgrade, pull it. Is it that way? Yeah, I think that's good. We can actually probably downgrade this road. We don't need a separate left turn. Or do we need a left turn lane there? I kind of want a left turn lane there. It's not going to give us much runway though, is it? I guess I'm kind of regretting my choices here. I almost wanted to maintain that longer left turn. So if we want, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it properly. Okay, we're going to make a little guide road here. And I want it precisely in the middle of this other segment. So that is 64 should be. So right about here, we're going to create another node. And then we're actually going to rethink this a little bit. Yes, it will create a separate node. That's okay. We're going to eyedropper this. I know I rely on that tool way too much. And then we're going to get in the middle here, connect up. We're at 90 degrees. And then we got to reverse this one because we want a left turn lane on the other side. Yes, there we go. And I think, well, we need to just clean up some of these crosswalks again, but I think the turning lanes are settled. I think they're working out. Yeah. So we have our left turn here, and we have our left turn here. And we've given ourselves more space. We need to adjust the traffic lanes. This one's fine. This one's fine. Oh, and we've somehow got our crosswalks back again, which is no good. Okay, at least we don't have the left turn there. And we don't want a left turn into here, so we're taking that one out. Mink. There we go. But this should actually be left turn. So what we're going to do is use the lane connector tool. And we're just going to remove this from there. So now it's an only left turn lane. This one we got to fix. It's got to go only there, not there. This one, we're just basically moving these guys over one. This one can go where it's already going, but it's also going to go there. And now we should see a left turn lane, straight, 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 and right. That's great. Okay. And we'll keep that crosswalk there. Okay, I think we've got it now. I think we've got this tower. Is it in the middle anymore? It's so close. Very close. Okay. And then we can pull out some of the surfaces to make it look like it's absolutely in the corner where it belongs. Whoa, there's too many nodes in here. Now there's some ugly height here, but honestly I don't think I can do anything about it. So I'm not going to waste my time. Why so many little nodes here? Interesting. And then we can pull this just down a bit. Oh my gosh, there's so many little nodes in here. Why? It's really hard to see them, but I think we've got them all. Got to get a little touch closer to actually grab onto that one. Yes, perfect. That's where our fire trucks are going to come out. Yeah, we're going to just move this. Remove. And that looks pretty fantastic now. I don't love this side. I wonder if we can fire some trees in there. Would that make it look a little better? I think we're going to try. We're going to cover up the ugliness as City Planner Plays would do. And we're going to put in just a little bit of small trees. I think maybe the poplar would do well here. No, that's too small. Chestnut might, yeah, let's do a line of them. and we'll keep them pretty tight. I think we're gonna do, what is it, wall-to-wall fence mode? Is that gonna be too much? Yeah, I think we need even tighter than that. So we've got line on, we've got wall-to-wall mode with that. It still doesn't want to let me, oh, because I'm not in the advanced line tool. How am I gonna get the advanced line tool? Here we go. That's the better one. That's the one I want, isn't it? Oh, and I didn't have the mature tree on. Let's do the mature. We've got to play with some of these. We're blocking those windows, not too terribly. I think it's fine. And I think I might even get crazy here. We don't want to snap to the top of objects ever. And we want, again, wall to wall, I think. Or is it fence? Doesn't matter. And we'll just clean this up a touch. I think it's gonna look better this way. Yeah. Okay, that's a definite improvement. Okay, and now we have these towers. Did I upgrade this one? Yes, that was the fire station, of course. Okay, and this one was, oh, there's an upgrade. Wellness center, plus 10 well-being within 2K, plus 5 health, plus 75 recreation. So that's basically a park. And look, it puts this little pool type thing on the top. People are loving that. So yeah, great. Okay, what else are we gonna put in here? Ah, yes, the Coruña. And let's see if I can find it. The Coruña, which actually is going to act as a university. And I want to slide this in next to the railroad track here. Not too close, but not too far. And this thing has all kinds of amazing upgrades. So first of all, you can turn this into a university. Okay, 3,000 university students. We currently have none in our city, so we're doing that. Why not? And then this is a second tower, research wing, which plus 15% electronics production and minus 5% industrial garbage citywide. So that's gonna be helpful in all kinds of ways. And this I wanna get right to the corner, but not over the corner. So we're gonna just manually place it like so. And now it kind of sort of follows the curve of the railway track. It's sort of oriented in that way. Not perfectly, but I think we like it. We definitely like it. And then I'm gonna get one of those other one-way ped roads in here. I want it to snap right to this. So I'm gonna start here and go down, and then we'll just have to reverse this. We've created another node, of course, which it's totally fixable. And we'll just reverse this up. Now, this has to be redone. And I think it's, oh, now I'm trying to remember what, I think it was this one. Custom 8 lane? I think so. So we'll start from that new node. And why is it not showing me anything? Interesting. All right, and now I think we wanted the left turn on the other side, so we just need to flip this road around. And that'll actually be helpful because it gives us more of a sidewalk on this side. So are we the way we want it? Not yet. We gotta do what we know we need to do, which is crosswalks, no left turn here. Right turn's fine. Left turn of its own, perfect, that's what we wanted. We're golden. We are golden. Looks good. And actually, you know, while I'm thinking of it, because we have a 4-lane road here, we should be giving ourselves an extra left turn lane. I don't think that should cause any problems, should it? Let's see if we can get this to also connect over here. Why not, right? We'll see how it performs in real life. Real life. Good. We're happy with this. We're getting an extra lane here. There's a left turn, and oh, we got this left turn. So, hey, that's working out just the way we want it to. Love it when that happens. Good, 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 good. We don't need to be paused. Okay, and then this one has one more addition, which is the auditorium, +1 interest in university education citywide, and another 1,500 students. That's like a university on its own, man. And that should squeeze right in here, but we'll have to gently place it. There we go. And now all this looks like one cohesive block, which I love. Okay. We could actually place another one, which we're definitely not going to do. Cool. Okay. What other big buildings do we want to get in here? We've got Lighthouse Point, Docklands. We've got all these bad boys over here. Bell Creek, Waterfall, Grand Hotel. Let's come down here. And I'm going to put in a post office tower, which maybe you've never played with, but I just discovered this thing. We're going to need to open up these roads, though. They're not allowing me to put the building I want, so we're going to fix that. What is that building? It's Westmont. Westmont Tower, which actually acts as a post office, if you can believe that. This giant tower. And we'll sneak it in right close to the corner there. Make sure nothing's jumping into the roundabout. It seems to be fine. And this one, yeah, it's quite a lovely tower. It kind of looks like the bell tower that we put in before. And let's see if we can put one more upgrade here. What did we get? Additional tower serves as a headquarters of postal services, underground sorting facility, +2 industrial efficiency, +2 office efficiency. Booyah, we love it. Okay, that's great. We got another tower. And a downtown restaurant. Attractiveness, well-being, +20 meals. What does that mean? +20 meals. Is that for homeless people, I wonder? I don't think I've ever seen that listed anywhere. Now, let's fix up the road thing that we broke. The road thing. Technical term. If we come in tight to the building, I think that should be okay. Yeah, or we're going to adjust that of the road just a slight bit. Actually, I like that. Yeah, this is medieval, man. Okay. And this road, I'm sorry, we're not gonna fix you at all. Maybe, should we put another road in there? Time will tell. Time will tell. It's probably a wise idea to put one more cross street in here, but not yet. Not gonna mess with that yet. Okay, now we've got post office service. We've got elementary. We've got university. I didn't see a high school yet. No, we haven't done a high school yet. So, ooh, telecoms. We definitely need some telecoms. And what better thing to put in than the modern telecom building, which is under this menu, telecoms. Modern telecom building is Center for Media Broadcasting. This is 40,000 gigabits per second, 7.5 range. It's going to take care of all of our needs, our telecom needs for a very long time. And I think we're going to get it in right here. Yeah, that should do. Great. And yeah, you may have noticed I'm just putting in the big beats. I'm not trying to make this look beautiful just yet. But we do want to get in as much as we can here. So what's next? Oh yeah, there's a really cool, I think it's a residential, DEU Cydia? Duclidia Apartments. Okay, so we're putting in some apartments here. Will it fit is the question. It will fit right here, but we're gonna have to move some of those trees. So let's go to the sub buildings. What's gonna let me take out? Okay, well the fence gotta go obviously, and I think we can leave all but one. Perfect. Yep. How do we like that? Looks great. It's a lower building, so I want those by the water. No upgrades, but ooh, +10 well-being. Very nice, very nice. Oh, this is gonna be the downtown of my dreams, obviously. Okay, what am I missing? Got the Westmont. There is another building, smaller ones. We're getting into the smaller buildings now. Figura. The Figura building. And where do we want that to go? Kind of wanted it to sneak in here. Will it fit though? Yes, just barely. Is that where I want it? Yeah. I really like that. Ah, it's not going to fit. Did There, better. Okay, we might just move that. We'll move it later, but I think that's exactly where I want that. There's a very creatively named downtown office building, which looks like it's a Chinese, what do you call it, signature building. And I think we can squeeze that down here. Will it fit? It's gonna be tight, but I think if we might have to remove some of this parking. Yes, we might. And I might just be able to squeeze it over just a touch. And then I might not have to remove the parking. Yeah, that's really close to the road, but it's okay. This is, can I delete individual lanes? Yep. Okay. So now we can put it back over. Oh, hey, it's gonna bring back that. That's fine. Pull those there. Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So we've got the downtown office building. I think I'm down now to... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we got Seaworth. We upgraded that. I think now... there were a few more, actually. Let's flip to this side. And let's utilize this space here. So... What's the next one? It was the Incasarium. In case of what? I don't know. And Siri thinks I'm talking to her now because I just said, hey Siri, apparently. And that will fit nicely. It's a low building and it's on a lower tier. So it's going to fit down here. No upgrades. What does this do? Oh, +1 office efficiency, +5 interest in university, +1 university grad, +5 well-being. We're really laying it on thick here, aren't we? With all the bonuses and the buffs. And next to that, we're going to get in the Twain building. Okay. It thinks I'm misspelling train. That's funny. When search goes wrong. And we'll put that behind multi-story media. Oh, it actually loads onto that side. I could, yeah, I think I'm going to flip it that way. That's going to be way better. And I think we can kind of center it. Yeah. Ooh, lovely. Is that the right side? Do I want that side facing out? I do. I do. Twain building. Oh, this is coming together so well. This is a Southwest USA pack. Office efficiency, education, university. Basically the same as the other one, wasn't it? Huh. It might be slightly redundant, but we're not going for really the buffs. We're going for the looks. And this looks sweet. Looks sweet. Yep, I'm loving it. Okay. Did we miss anything? I think we got all the named buildings, and now we're going to go with some of the non-special, non-DLC buildings. And how do we find those? We bounce over to my other list. Let me just check off what I've done. Towers, hospital, elementary. Actually, I don't think I'm quite done with elementary. I suspect this area is going to have a lot of people. And this one, is it this one? It's significant. It's 2,500 students. This is the elementary, yeah. But I don't think 2,500 is going to nearly cut it. So let's... You know what? Let's worry about it in the next episode. We're gonna maybe put... we're gonna only work on half of this. We just can't possibly fill this all up in one episode. So we're gonna leave that for now. I kind of do want to get a high school in though. Let's get, and you're gonna wonder, you're gonna question my sanity on this one, but we're gonna use the German high school. And the reason for that is because this is going to be a very, very German-esque area. I'm kind of going for Frankfurt. I love the way that downtown Frankfurt looks, which is basically, obviously an old medieval town. You can tell from the road layout, it's just bananas, but it's super modern. And so they've still got a lot of the old facades and the old like German-looking buildings. And we're kind of trying to mirror that here. So let's see, where can we get in a German high school? It's going to be a little tight, but I think we can get it in on this one here. Don't love how this is going to fit. We might need to adjust some roads at some point, but I think for now, get it in and worry about exactly where it's going to go later. We'll do all the upgrades as usual. Because we have infinite money. Extension wing, another 600 students, check. Gym, recreation, check. And I'm just going to slide this in between the left and right streets. Try to center it, okay. So, why this? Why German? Because we're actually going to put German wall-to-wall buildings around the perimeter of each of these blocks. And then we're going to recolor it. And I found that there are certain German buildings that you can recolor. So we're going to make them not this red roofed version, but we're going to change it around. Okay, so fine for now. Now, back to my list. Got into high school. Kind of want to get into college at some point, but we're going to probably tackle that next episode. We got our university with Coruña. We got our police with Bell Creek, fire for Docklands, mail for Westmont Tower. But aha, we've forgotten mailboxes. How could you forget the mailboxes, Mike? That's unacceptable. And actually, I don't think we even really need the mailboxes because this bad boy over here has such a massive range. But I think we're going to add them anyway, just in case. I'm not really sure this provides any real functionality, but I do want to give people their mailbox so they don't have to walk for ages to get where they're going. All right, that kind of blankets the city, the downtown. Yeah. One more? Just one more, bro. No, we're fine. Okay, it looks good. Mail, check. Done, off the list. Okay. And you know what? We're not done with buildings. We're building still. We're still building. But let me go to my list of which ones is it that I'm using here. Ah, yes. Okay. So we're going to use our handy dandy search here. We're using the Chinese office high A level 5 6x6. Will that pull up what I want? Let's pull off a whole bunch of junk. So something I did something wrong here. High, do I have to put a space in here? We don't want high 0, 1, or 2. We want high A. Is it that? No, it's not that. These are very misleading. But I think that's the one. Yeah. Okay. And that is going to go right in here. Center. Good. Beautiful. We're adding, what are we adding? Office. And what else do we need? We need okay, I always bite off more than I can chew here, so, but let's get this in. Office, high, 0, 1, level 5, 5 by 5. It's still giving me all the level 1s and things. So what I'm going to do is actually just try to filter it so I can see this a little better. Can we do... Where are my levels? Oh, it's not letting me do it. Normally it lets you, but today it's not. Huh. Okay, we'll just use our eyeballs. How about that? Office high, 0, 1. We want level 5, 5 by 5. Yeah, it's weird. It's not even giving me the... Yeah, what are you going to do? Level 5. Office high. I believe this is the one. And where are we putting this? We're putting this right beside the train station. Yeah. Yeah, so we're getting this in here. I wonder if I want to load it on that street. I do. Then otherwise, if I load it on the bottom street, it's going to destroy the parking there. Whereas if I load it to the side here, we get it exactly where we want it. And, or rather, we don't break the parking. So that road actually is going to be handy for multiple reasons. We want to stretch that road out. Yeah, there's a little garage there. So let's just yoink. Beautiful. It's so beautiful. Great. Okay. What's next? One on the other side now. CN bonus. Oh, that one came out perfectly. Yes. And I don't love the color, but we're gonna change it. We're going to change it. And by the way, do I need to lock any of these? If they're at level 5, I don't need to lock them. This is level 5, so there are some that are going to be smaller that I want to lock, but as for now, we are good. Oh, I can delete this row. Don't need that anymore. And what are we going to put in there? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe some parking. I've always wanted to use this. I've never in my life had a reason to use this automated parking building, but now I can. Oh yeah. That is the absolute perfect asset for a downtown. So we keep it, we keep it. All right, let's keep going. Did we get all level 2s? No, we didn't. CN Office, not bonus. CN Office High A. There's level 1. And is it actually 6x6? Yes. Level 2. CN Office High A. Level 2, 6x6. Great. So that, in theory, should squeeze in here. Too close to my German school, though. We're definitely going to have to move one of those things. But I think we like it for now. And we're going to lock this level. I don't want it to grow. I want it to stay like that forever and ever. My little baby tower. Good. Finance term. Okay, one more. Getting in here. Yeah, I think that this has to go. This one guy has to move. So I wonder if I can relocate to this away. That's prime real estate, man. That's where can he go? Here? Here? Sure, for now. That's obviously not going to stay there forever, but we'll live with it for now. Okay, and then we had one more I wanted to put in here. Will that work? Is it going to give me anything? CN bonus office high 03. It's giving me high 01. Why? There are so many. Oh my gosh. High 03, level 5. We're getting closer. Oh my gosh, there's so many in that Chinese pack. Scene bonus, I was high 03, level 5, 6, 5, 6. That's the one. Okay. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I like that building. Great. So we'll plop that there. There's a helicopter pad, which is interesting. Great. Sneaking buildings in everywhere. Yeah, getting tighter and tighter here. What have I missed? Anything at all? And of course, I can't see what I want to see. Here we go. One more. We're going to go into this area. Let's see if this loads. Yeah, it's going to give me everything, isn't it? It's funny that it's giving me high 01s and 2s. Don't ask me why. High 04. Level 3. Level 3. Is this it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and will it fit in here? I think it just might. Gorgeous. All right, and this one needs to be locked as well because it's only level 3, I believe. And I want that to not grow up. Did I need to lock this one? This was a level 5, 3, 2. We locked this one, didn't we? Good. All right. And this one also was a level 5. No? Yes. Good. Check. We're checking off our list here. All right, let's come into this little pocket over here and see what needs to go over here. And I really do love the Chinese assets. Those towers are made for downtowns. What are we doing to our office demand? We're just demolishing it, aren't we? If I put in a 6x6 here, will it remove all the non-6x6s? It will not. No worries. No worries. All right. High 01A, level 5. This one. Correct? Yes. Good. And let's get this in here. Yeah. Ooh, will it... How should we orient this? Will it look better that way or this way? How do we like that? Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine. How do we like? Yeah. Okay. Let's do a couple more. So this is going to be a 3x2. Okay. I suppose let's get this in here somewhere. Probably some of these buildings will actually move Oh yeah, I think we want to orient that. For some reason I like it better that way, so we're gonna leave it. Okay. Alright, there's a couple more in there, and then let's keep going. Yeah, I think this is the one, and it's gonna sneak, it should sneak right in here. And of course, I'm gonna orphan this land back here, but not sure what to do about that. The color's awful, we're gonna have to change that, but we will eventually. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, coming together. Am I missing anything? Let's put a few on the waterfront here. You know, I think we're gonna actually punch that road all the way through. And we're gonna turn that into a full-on car road. How do I get out of here? Oh yeah. That's gonna really screw up that roundabout, isn't it? Don't love that. Don't love that at all. Okay, maybe... yeah. We'll bring it over a little bit. Break up this block a touch. Of course, I can't move this building, or move this building, so I'll have to move it. Like so. Great. Great. Okay, what else can we do in the time I have before bed? I wish that would fit there, but it's not going to. So I need to find a smaller one. Can we go 3 by 2? That could work. It's a little smaller than I'd want. I want like a 4 by 3 or a 3 by 3. We don't have anything like that, do we? No, it's either 2 by 4. What a 4 by 2? Do we have any 4 by 2s? 4 being the width of the building. Yeah, I don't think that exists in this pack. And bummer, the 4 by 4 won't fit in there. That's really not cool. Oh, here's a 3. Is that what I want? 3 by 2? I don't want such a tall guy. What if I go down to level 4? High 0, 1 level. Okay, 3 by 2, and then let's say a level 3. Shorter. Did I just look at that one? I think I did. How about level 2? Yeah, okay. I think we can live with this. And let's, so I don't want to block the view to the train station again, and I think we're going to probably be blocked anyway from the, okay, we're just going to fire this in about here. Good. Yeah, right in the shadow. Okay, those guys are going to be upset. And we can get one more. Oh yeah, we're going to go away from the Chinese pack now. UK large flats 05 6x3. And is that a level 2? No, I'm on level 5. Where's my level 5 at? That's it. Great, and that's gonna go, let's put, oh, I got an idea again. Yeah, this is gonna be fantastic. Let's do another undercroft parking over here so we're not wasting that land in the back there. Parking, please. That is okay. It's a little touch close to the subway tracks, so move it to the rescue. But how does that look from the side? It just gives us this ugly, I don't love. Okay, see if I can just move it just enough so that I'm getting the actual, that's fine. That should do it. Yeah, it shows a little bit of red through, and there's a little bit of wonkiness happening here. Can I fix? Cannot. Not without putting a retaining wall. I'm just going to mess up everything. I might have to. What does it, where does it load? Is it loading? Yeah, it's loading from the front, isn't it? I might just have to move this back, but I can't do it. Okay, maybe that's an off-camera fix. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. It's. Oh, I know. Here we go. Simple fix. Take this node. Toolbox. 2 object height. Boom. Now. Perfect. It's perfect. We made this one more steep, but that's okay. Yeah, I like how that's turning out. And I wonder if this has. Yes, it has a color palette. So let's take this and paint that. So now that's should be exactly identical in the way of color scheme. Doesn't really look like it, but we can imagine. And now we have those on both sides. Really cool, love it. Yeah, I think we got all the big beats in. We're going to leave it there for today. I really love the way it's coming together. If we take a long view, you can see that we have done something quite cool, which is give ourselves an actual skyline in the city, and it's kind of impressive. This building, oh man, I should have locked that. Maybe I should just go through and make sure I've locked all the other buildings. This one, not yet. Lock. Because we don't want, this is already level 5. Level 2, locked. Level 5, level 3, locked. I don't want buildings upgrading when I don't want them to be getting taller. So these ones are already level 5, so you don't need to lock anything. But I think this one, level 5. Yeah, I think we're okay now. I think we leave it there. All right, so this is where I'm going to leave it for tonight because I need to go to bed. But we are only getting started. After this, what we're going to do is take our German assets, paint them white and gray and slightly black, and kind of build out a facade around. So it's going to look like an old German town that has allowed modern towers to get built up around it or inside of it. So this is going to be a real organic looking metropolis. Did I lock this one? I didn't. Whew, good thing. Yeah, and so I'm wondering how busy our transit is, but I'll spare you the looking at that. And I wonder, what did we do for our actual city? So traffic, that's not traffic, that's parking. We're gonna need more parking. I'm convinced of that. Traffic is getting, a little bit. Healthcare, amazing. Never gonna have an issue for years. Garbage is obviously fine. Fire is beautiful. We do need some disaster control. Police, we've taken care of that. Administration now. Its welfare coverage is abysmal because we haven't actually put anything in yet. And I'm going to put 2 welfare offices in this neighborhood. So we'll get to that. Education, we did put an elementary there. We've got our high school there. We're just on the brink for high school, so we're going to need to think about upgrading and doing more. College, not even close to having enough, so we'll have to take care of that. University is now on the cusp, which is interesting. We have 5,600 eligible and 5,700 capacity, but only 38. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so we're doing good things here. What else? Transit, we know we have our rail lines. I'm going to get the subway line running in this episode just so it's functional. Not that we're going to build a subway depot for a while, but it's coming. Bikes, I'm not touching until I do an episode on that. Post office has been sorted. Telecoms has been sorted pretty much for the whole city. Yeah, great. Parks, we're going to need to pay a bit more attention to that. Excuse me. Which we will in the next live stream. Yeah, everything else is looking good. So quite happy with how it's turning out. It's a downtown. Finally, we have a downtown. And we've mixed and matched a lot of the skyscrapers with the base game assets, with the Chinese, with the UK, with some of the more Art Deco-y looking buildings, with the more modern buildings. So yeah, and they all kind of are, I don't know, modern looking, which is great. So yes, beautiful. It's start. We're not even close to being done here, but it's coming. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'm going to call it here, and have a great night.